In an exclusive sit-down with Simple Flying during a visit to Air Canada's first A321XLR, Alexandre Lefebvre, VP of Network Planning and Scheduling, took some time to explain what to expect during the new aircraft type's entry into service. The conversation also touched on where the airline might fly the new aircraft type and what sort of missions it might undertake. Unfortunately, the aircraft's cabin remains tightly under wraps. Nonetheless, we'll share the information we are allowed to make public for today's video. Air Canada expects to take 30 Airbus A321XLRs, of which 5 will be leased from Aircraft Leasing Corporation. These aircraft should be delivered in tight succession, with the first due in 2026. Final delivery is planned as early as 2028. When airlines take delivery of a new long-haul aircraft type, they often don't dive straight into long-haul operations. Indeed, you can look at Iberia's XLR launch as an example. The carrier initially substituted the new aircraft for existing European hops such as Madrid-Paris and Madrid-Copenhagen. Air Canada is set to emulate this approach for its first XLR. Speaking to Simple Flying's managing editor Tom Boone, Lefebvre revealed that the aircraft will spend up to a third of a year being put through its paces incognito. This means that the type will be quietly slipped into regular services. Of course, when passengers see the different seat plan, they will probably realize that they're on an XLR. We're looking at a 3 to 4 month training and certification period. The aircraft will be flying on revenue flights, but just not sold as an XLR, Lefebvre says. The Airbus A321XLR serves Air Canada in 2 ways. First, it will allow the airline to operate long routes with less demand but a higher load factor. Second, it'll enable the airline to boost frequencies on shorter routes where it currently fills a wide-body. According to Lefebvre, the initial priority will be right-sizing existing routes where a wide-body is unsuitable. Lefebvre revealed that Ottawa-London will be one of the first routes. Today, the Canadian flag carrier operates the Boeing 787-8 between the 2 cities. This aircraft has 255 seats in 3 classes. While configuration has not been announced, based on other airlines' layouts, one would expect around 30% fewer seats in a 2-class configuration on the XLR. Lefebvre tells us, the right-sizing part will be a big portion of the first batch of A321XLRs. You could expect that Ottawa-London will be among the first ones. Maybe not the first, but among the first ones to be transferred to an XLR and increase the number of frequencies we serve on the market. It was initially envisioned that Air Canada A321XLR routes would be split roughly 50-50 between North American, including the Caribbean, and intercontinental routes. Now that detailed route studies are taking place, Lefebvre reveals that balance is shifting away from North American routes to be more intercontinental heavy, perhaps 40-60 between North America and other continents. Commenting on changing travel plans between Canada and the US, Lefebvre said, "You cannot plan new aircraft introduction around what's happening now. Even in 2025, US customers are flying to Europe. We don't see a huge slowdown on US to Europe. There is a bit more slowdown on Europe to the US, but we're less exposed to this traffic. Our exposure is more US to international traffic." What do you think of Air Canada's plans for the A321XLR? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.